YouTube. I am streaming. And I forgot to edit the title. So this is doing day 24 and this. So I am live. I wonder if I can just change the thumbnail as I am live. That would be cool. Advent of code, yes, and done. And oh yeah, that seems to be working. Although okay. I'm dropping a lot of frames. Not sure why. Not sure why. Okay, it's back. Okay, it's back. Right, day 24. So let's do this. Linux 1, 2, 3. Like so. 24 touch in.odin. Up. Let's copy the boilerplate stuff. Let's copy the boilerplate stuff. Oh, great. Never tell me the odds. It seems like something is going wrong with the snowmaking process. Instead of forming snow, the water that's been absorbed into the air seems to be forming hail. Maybe there is something you can do to break up the hailstones. Due to strong, probably magical winds, the hailstones are all... What the fuck is a hailstone? The hailstones are all flying through the air in perfect linear trajectories. You make a note of each hailstone's position and velocity, your puzzle input. For example, this. Let me exclip this. And that need to be example. Yes. Okay. So position and velocity. Man, they really like 3D positions instead of 2D position this year. This is already the second time. Each line of text corresponds to the position and velocity of a single hailstone. The positions indicate where the hailstones are right now. At time 0, the velocities are constant and indicate exactly how far each hailstone. And do I know what a hailstone is? Ah, yeah, hail. Okay, like how do you say? Blocks of little blocks of ice coming from the sky. It's called a hailstone. Makes sense. Des grelons in the French. Each line of text corresponds to the position and velocity of a single hailstone. The positions indicate where the hailstones are right now at time 0. The velocities are constant and indicate exactly how far each hailstone will move in 1 nanosecond. Okay, each line of text uses the format position and velocity. For instance, the hailstone initial x, y. Yes, I understand. The hailstone would be, so what? After 1 nanosecond, the position would be 21. So we just add. So it's 19 plus 1? No? Huh. That's, oh no, x position is 20. Ah, yeah, okay, my bad. Just can't read. Perhaps you won't have to do anything. How likely are the hailstones to collide with each other and smash into a tiny ice crystals? Perhaps you won't have to do anything. Oh, how likely are the hailstones to collide with each other and smash into a tiny ice crystals? To estimate this, consider only the x and y axis, ignore the z axis. Looking forward in time, how many hailstones paths will intersect within a test area? The hailstones themselves don't have to collide. I cannot speak apparently. Just test for intersections between the paths they will trace. Okay, they don't have to collide, just check intersections. I wonder if there is like a math formula to check if two lines, two segments of line cross each other. Okay. In this example, look for intersections that happen with an x, y, and y position just at least 7, and at most 20. In your actual data, you'll need to check a much larger test area. Comparing all pairs of hailstones, future path produces the following results. Hailstone AB. Hailstone's path will cross inside the test area at this and this. Okay. Okay, and the testing area, so it's a minimum position and a maximum position, I guess. Okay, that makes sense. So, alright, so I guess I just get the trajectory from the minimum to the maximum and get the intersection. Wasn't there like a linear interpolation thing? Yeah, no, that's not the same. That's how to get... intersection of two segments. Check the intersect. Oh man, I hate geeks and geeks. Go away. Okay, so my dark theme doesn't like this, but there is a nice approach to this problem that uses vector cross product. Define a two-dimensional vector cross product. This to be this minus this. Suppose the two lines run from P to P plus R and from Q to Q plus S. Then any point on the first line is representable as P plus TR, a scalar parameter of T. Yes, that does make sense. The two lines intersect if you can find T and use such that yes, cross both sides with S, getting, and S is just this line. What? Q plus S. Okay. Cross both sides with S, getting this, and since S cross S x is 0, this means yeah, we cancel that one. Then therefore solving for T, same way we can solve for U. To reduce the number of computations, it's convenient to rewrite this as follow. Okay. And now there is 4 cases. If 0, then the two linear are collinear. If this and different than 0. Okay. I don't really feel like trying to understand this, but I mean, I understand that they have a P and Q, and they have like some kind of vector that can be scaled, and then they do some equations manipulation with it, and they end up with something, and the result of this can be fall in some categories, and we know if there is an intersection and where it is if there is one. Or there is just plain code, which is nice as well, I guess. Okay. Let me first try to, well, get the two ends of each segment, I guess, and do the parsing. So cat example for line in strings split line iterator of s like so, and traject, I don't know. How do they compile stones, which is dynamic array of hail stone like so, and this is going to be a struct, and this is going to be position velocity, our three vectors of integers. Then we do position string, this, and then velocity string, strings, partition, line with space, this space. Then we do hailstone, which is a hailstone, and we do for I don't know, just n in strings split iterator, and it's again this thing that I did in another day, but I don't remember which one. Is it 23? Hey, hello, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? I thought you won't stream today. Well, I haven't streamed on the 24th and 25th since I was celebrating Christmas with my family. I mean, I could have done it on the 25th, but I don't know, the spirit of Christmas made me lazy, so yeah, I just took a break that day. How was Christmas? Yeah, it was fine, just chilling with my family, opening presents, and all the classical stuff. How about you? What did you do? Ah yes, indeed it was. Oh. I mean, whatever, I can write it again. Position string. And we want to split with this, and I plus equal to 1, and hailstone position I is equal to strconf atoy, and I forgot to import this strconf. Are you celebrating Christmas, Carname20? Wait, how can I pronounce your name but a nice time as well? Yes, what did you do? How can I pronounce your name without but like in an efficient way? Just Carname 20. I guess that's fine. I mean, your name is nice to read, but Carname, yes, I guess Carname is easier. It's nice to read, but it's hard to spell. Cannot assign to position string, like so. Yes. Okay, and then we do a little dirty copy paste to have a velocity string. and this is velocity, like so. Did you get any cool gifts? FMT, println, hailstone. Up. Yes, I forgot to append hailstone. Yes, that sounds. Oh, no, that is not correct. Oh, fuck! There is some padding. There is some padding. Okay, that's easy enough to fix. We can just ignore the spaces, and here we do. We do strings, trim, trim space. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, I celebrated Christmas by doing a fresh Fuck off, man. A fresh Gen 2 install and running my RGB setup with red and white lights while life was compiling. Man, that hurts. That hurts. I mean, that's kind of cool, and I've definitely spent Christmas like those as well. Especially New Year's. So I do that on New Year's. I mean, it's kind of fun. It's also a bit depressing. But yeah. Hopefully you still had a great time. Did you install Gen 2 on a new computer at least, or did you just reinstall Gen 2 to reinstall Gen 2? Like, I don't know. At least do it drunk, you know? And then you're completely in the spirit of Christmas. So, yeah, that's the only thing you need. Huh? It's a Christmas thing. I do it on every Christmas. It's a Gen 2 Christmas. Ah, damn. That's a nice tradition. Was going... Hello, Butlin. I was going to the day 25th puzzle on Christmas morning from 5 a.m. until 12 p.m. The kids opened their present while I was still trying to figure it out. That's dedication. That's dedication. Man. Knowledge is the true present. Yes, no time to rest. Yeah, that's what I thought. And then I got presents, and then I got weak. Battling Giga Chad. Indeed, that's a very Chad move. Respect. Respect. He knows the priorities. Indeed. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Huh? Gen 2 and Advent of Code. But yeah, I'm on day 24 now, and I'm not really good at like those algorithmic problems. So you can tell me now: is day 25 really hard, or it's decent? I want to know if I will have a bad time, basically. The kid won't remember my name, but now I know some new graph library. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Oh, la. That's, ah, man. It's like a real Chad move. Can't argue with that. I tried 2 different ways to properly solve the day 25, eventually gave up and used that graph library to solve it in 5 lines of code. Ah. So it's again a graph problem. I feel like we've had a lot of those, huh? Like, oh no, maybe just 2 actually. But yeah, those are the one I always fail, so yeah. Yeah, lots of grids and graph problems this year. Yeah, feel like it too. And those are the ones I suck at, so it's not great. So I need to get the start and end position for those. How do I start this? So I have a position, I have a... So I just need to do this plus this some amount of time. And then I got this, okay. I had to look up the basic equations for lines and intersections for day 24. My memory from school math is terrible. Yeah, I did the same. I mean, I don't even know if I learned that in school, so my memory is even worse. But yeah, I don't know. Just found that this kind of stuff can give me like a point in intersection. So yeah, I'll try this. Maybe there is a simpler way, but for now I would actually like to just get the start and end of the line segments and focus on the actual intersection just after that. Then we do 3, 4 hailstone in hailstones. Need to delete hailstones. Like so, and then we do I don't know, clone is equal to hailstone. I think it will clone it. Then we do while clone x is greater than greater or equal than 7. And clone y is greater or equal than 7, I guess. Ah, but the velocity can be positive or negative, so I really need to and clone x is inferior or equal to 27. Oops. And like so. And so that's not really cloned, that's cloned by, I don't know, hailstone min. Yes, that sounds about okay. Then I do hailstone min minus equal to hailstone velocity, like so. Position. Yes, position. That's gonna be a long condition. I wonder if there is something in the core library to check if something is between some values. Math. Oh, okay, I need to go here. And I need to, I don't know, between. I mean, that's not very useful, but math. Yeah, that doesn't bias, binary, clamp, classify, div mode. Yeah, let's just write a big condition, I guess. Ah, yes, that was the thing I was looking for. That was a lerp, line interpolation. Wonder if that could be useful in my case. I think it's when you have like f of x is equal to some value times x plus some other value. I think that's this condition. Anyhow, let's just do let's just split this up on multiple lines. Okay, that looks a bit strange, but whatever. And then we do this, and again, ugly copy paste, but whatever. Min, max. And here it's plus equal, like so, and at the end, hailstone min, hailstone max. And let's just do this for the first one. That does not look correct. Example. Do they have to cross in that boundary? Pass, cross inside. Ah, okay. Cross outside. And this thing is for... So yeah, it's for line segments. Okay. So... I guess I need to keep it below 27. Huh. I'm not sure. Cross outside. Does this give us the position as well? So there are 4Ks is equal to 0. But why 0? I thought this was supposed to be a point in space. Interval between... There's the equation. The interval between line intersection. Line intersection, yes. Oh, okay, that may be easier, I guess. Given 2 points on each line. Okay, that looks complicated. That looks less complicated. Given 2 points on each segment. Okay, and this gives the position X and Y of the... Okay, that looks like a typo nightmare. Given 2 points on each line segment. But if this gives a point, I can just say that okay, yeah. If it gives like an actual point, I can just say if it's lower than 7 or greater than 27, just don't count it as in. And so actually I don't need any of this. Let's just do hailstone. Next is equal to hailstone, and then hailstone next. Position plus equal hailstone velocity. So then we have 4 points for each line, given 2 points on each line. Yes. Let's keep this later because maybe I will need this condition after. Then I need to do for... I think we can call this H1. Next. Next. Like so. H1. this can be h2, and if h2 is equal to h1, we ignore it. Okay, and then we do same thing as h1 here. We do h2 next, and then we will have x1 is equal to h1 position x. So first we consider the intersection of the line L1 and L2 in two-dimensional space, with the line L being defined by two distinct points x1 and y1, and x2 and y2 and L2. So the first line is x2, okay. So x2 is not its hy next, and this is y. I think that is correct. And L2 is the same thing, but with 3 and 4. Are you from France? No, that's an insult. I'm from Belgium. Don't ever say that again. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, I'm from Belgium. I live near Brussels. But yeah, my native language is French. And this is a H2. H2. Yes. And where are you from? Rayu? And so now is the time for typos. Now is the time for typos. Let's see. Okay. Px is equal to x1 times x2 minus y1 times x2 times x3 minus x4 minus, x1 minus x2 times x3 times x4 minus y3 times x4 okay, and then we put all that in this, and we do that divided by something in parentheses, x1 minus x2 times y3 times, minus y4. I can feel the hours of debugging making a typo. Feels bad, man. x3 minus x4. I feel like a wizard, and a wizard that cannot do math, and that's a divide sign, yes. Okay, let me double check. x1 times x2 minus x1. That's some crazy coding out there. What you're trying to do? I'm trying to solve advent of. Yeah, that's not crazy coding. That's crazy copy pasting. I'm trying to do advent of code number 24, and basically the problem, as far as I understood, is you have a bunch of vectors, and you need to check if there is inside a bounding box, if there is an intersection between them. And so since I'm terrible at math, I just googled line intersection, and ended up on this formula on Wikipedia, and so that's what I'm copy pasting. And if I make one typo, I'm gonna have a very bad time, so I'm gonna make sure I am not doing a typo, and I already see one. This is y, x1 times y2 minus y1 times x2 times x3 minus x4 minus x1 times x2 times x3 times... Fuck me, there is another typo. Ah, this is gonna go bad. This is gonna go very bad. Y3 times x4, yes. X1 minus x2 times y3 minus y4. And I hate doing this. Y1 minus y2 times x3 minus x4. Okay, that one seems correct. I mean, whatever. Let's print it, I guess, to check maybe if it's correct for the first one. This is 14, and in the example they say it is 14 indeed, except I need them to be floats. So I will do again. I think it's F64. Like so, and this is exactly what we want. Okay, let me copy paste the second painful equation for the y position, which looks very similar. So I'm just going to copy paste this nightmare and do it here. And at the end we print x and y. So for the second nightmare, it is looking good so far. Did you do the same? Because, I mean, I don't feel very smart right now, to be honest. It's like monkey see, monkey do, looking at indices and little letters. X1 times x2, yeah, similar, but in PCAT. What the fuck is PCAT? Please don't let this be some weird internet shit that I'm googling. PCAT-lang. Oh, so it's actually something. I enjoy programming in PCAT because it suits my mindset very well. I never heard of this language ever. PCAT. Import planner. I had a lot of x1 minus x2 instead of sort of instead of x1 minus y2 sort of mistakes. Also, I wasn't properly accounting for the past versus future intersections. Ah, but since I only have 2 points, that's fine, no? I only need... PCAT is pretty cool, but very niche, like a Prolog, but with built-in planner and SAT solver. I've heard the name SAT solver in like only when I was doing stuff for package managers. Like I know like the Conda or Mamba package manager have this, and also something from... but I'm not sure what it is exactly. I know it's used to resolve dependencies, but I use the SAT solver for the part 2 of this puzzle, so it was much easier than part 1. I should look into the SAT solver thing. It seems cool. I mean, I'm curious. Don't have time to be curious though. But I'll look at it later. And I've never used Prolog either. Boom, boom, boom. Let me put chat back where it's supposed to be. So let me make sure I copy paste this right. X1 times y2 minus y1 times x2 times, okay, this is different, y, and this is y, yes, minus, this is again y, this is y, x3 y4 minus y3 times x4 x1 minus x2 times y3 minus x4. Yes, okay, that seems alright. Let's see. That doesn't seem alright. It's supposed to be 13, no? Oh no, it is indeed 15.333. 33333. Yeah, I don't know, but my answer seems to correspond to the answer of the example, so I'll assume I'm right so far, but I'll keep in mind that you are doubting my copy-pasting skills, Butlin. Hailstone A, hailstone B, path will cross inside the test area. Wait, I'm confused. So they cross once here and they cross again here. Oh, wait, what? Lines cannot have multiple intersections. I mean, I'm bad at math, but I'm not that bad. I mean, unless they are like superposed, but oh, okay, it's just like this one and this one. It's not like really like the first one and the second one. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm stupid, it's fine. And so I just say, I just do my condition. And I guess at the end I need to do a sum or a count or whatever. So in this example, 2 of the hailstones future paths cross inside the boundary of the test area. However, you'll need to search a much larger test area if you want to see if any hailstone might collide you. Look for intersection that happen with x and y position each at least this much and this much. Disregards the z-axis entirely, considering only x. Check all pairs of hailstones. Future paths for intersection. How many of these intersections occur within the test area? Okay. Let's have test area min. Min is 7, and max is what was it? 27 for the example. And then I had this condition that did like so, and this is an if, and we do something here, and we need to count intersect inside count is 0, and here intersect count inside plus equal to 1. And then this is test area min. This is test area max. Like so. And declare name indeed, that is px. Whatever, let's just replace all of them. And this is py, py. Let's see. I'm still printing stuff, and I have infinite here, which I mean, I guess if I have infinity, it just will go. That, I mean, I guess infinity means there is no intersection, and if it's infinity, it won't enter this. So I think it's fine. Let's not print this. Let's do fmt println intersect inside count. 10. Fuck me. That is not great. But already I think I have a mistake because I'm doing every line twice, but I mean every combination of line twice, but I should do every combination once, of course. So this is divided. This should be divided by 2, but 5 is still too much. Can I have just an index here? And here we only check. Can I do this like so? Can I check for every single stone afterward? Does that make sense? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Even do +1, I think. Okay. Let's still do. Let's cat example. So there is 5. There's 5 combination. There is 5 lines, and so I don't know what is the combination. Combinations of 5 into 2. Cannot compute this by head. And 5 choose 2. And this is 10, so just want to make sure that my littlest thing, my little loop trick is working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we got every possible combinations, but 5 is still too much. Actually, I will need this. And so So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 6. Do I have the incorrect boundaries maybe for the test? No, 7 to 27. So this is correct. This is correct. This is correct. But he says it crosses outside. Let's do print and then inside. Up. Fine. So this one is inside, which is correct. This was is inside, which is correct. And then, oh, okay. So this one is correct. Pass cross. Pass cross in the past. Ah, in the past. Okay. Okay. I see what you mean with what did you say? Also, I wasn't properly accounting for past versus future intersections. Okay, yeah. I didn't read the description of the problem properly. Apparently, in the past, it should not be possible. And my... Huh. How do I do... So if I have an intersection, can I just... check that the intersection is greater than some value, maybe? I guess I can just do a dot product, and if the dot product, like a dot product between the velocity vector and the position, and if the dot product is positive, I know they go in the same direction, right? That's what the dot product visualization. Like oh, can you let me play with this? So this is minus, and then this becomes positive when they go in the similar direction. And if my I don't know, my logic is might be a bit scuffed, but my logic might be a bit scuffed, but if I have a hailstone that goes in that direction and a hailstone that goes in that direction, I found the intersection at some point, and I do the dot product for both hailstones, and if both dot products with the velocity of those are positive, then I know it's in the future. But if one of the dot product is negative, I know it's in the past for one of those, and then yeah, I know it's invalid. So now we have to remember how do we do a dot product of I think I mean might be an occasion to look in the standard lib. I mean, of course, this is not a very interesting dot product, but still. What did I do? I need lin alg. Yes. Is there a dot? Yeah, do I really need like a built-in function for this? I'm not sure, but and so it can be this, and it returns t. Sure, why not? So I need to have p, which is 2 of f64, and then here I do px, and here I do py instead. That sounds like a nice way of doing it. I had some ugly if test to check if x is greater than or equal to x plus vel, or and okay. Yeah, my first instinct was to do that as well, and then I don't know. I had a light of small genius in my brain. Yeah, but yeah, I would have done the same most times. This is not an assignment anymore. So py, yes, sure. Let's still print them. I still need this condition, and I knew I need to do. I don't know. Let's do v1 is equal to this. No, just f64 of h1 velocity. Oh, actually, I think there is a very nice Odin feature for this called swizzling, where I can just do this and boom, I have the 2D velocity. The 2D velocity. Oh, that works. I'm so proud of myself for remembering that. And so for the dot product of this, I can just actually import lin alg like so. No, it's math. Math. Yeah, that's cool, right? I mean, it's a very small thing, but that you get in usually only in shaders, but it's actually built into the language. So, I mean, it's a small thing, but feels nice, you know? Lin, alg, and then dots. And I guess dot is an overloaded thing, and I actually don't need this. So I can do the dot product of x1 with p. Is it with p actually? Yeah, I think that's correct. And then same thing for h2 with p. Then I need to check that those are greater than 0. Up. And no procedure or ambiguous linalg dot. It was okay. Do I need to specify vector dot? Cannot assign p of value to. Ah, it's an integer. What the fuck? Come on, don't tell me. No, they have like vector. They for every single type. They have this even. Where is the overloaded version? Where is the dot one? Dot. So it's scalar dot, vector dot. Why doesn't vector dot would work? Oh wait, source. Let's see. The Odin documentation really is not great. So it's vector dot on a vector of any length with any type, and that returns this any type. Yeah, that makes sense. And the only check is that it's numeric, but it is numeric, it's a float. Or is numeric means something else. Do this. I mean, I can code this on my own. I don't need like the built-in function. I don't care, but it would be cool to understand how this works for my future self. And so dot is just an explicit overload of vector dot, so it should be fine. Let's just see the full error message. So no procedure or ambiguous call for procedure group lineage dot with a given argument. Given argument are this. Oh fuck, it's an int. Why is it? Ah, okay, I see. Let's just make this f64 and strconf. Actually, that's fine. Let's just do f64 like so. Let's just convert at the root, and then we don't need this anymore. Yes. Okay, fuck, but now it's 0, so that's not great. My thing does not work anymore. Let's print the dot vector, the dot product. Like so, and the dot products are minus minus. Ah, fuck, it's minus. Wait, did I got this wrong? So when they're intersecting, it's minus minus. And then this one, which is in the past, one of them is positive. Did I, is my interpretation of the dot product wrong? So if they're, no, okay, it's not that, but are they supposed to be minus minus? Wait, let me get my sketch, my dirty sketch thing. Plus grid, sure, why not? So I have a hailstone going in that direction, and a hailstone going in that direction, and they both have an origin and a velocity. And so, I mean, of course, I draw this badly, but they found a point here. So the point is just a position. Actually, maybe my dot product fanciness doesn't work because it might as well be that the vector is coming from that direction. So I can find the intersection. I find the intersection. How can I find that it is what if I pick a good color first to draw? That would be nice. Yes, and then I do just little axis. So this is Y, this is X. No, my X looks like a Y. So I have a starting point that goes like so, I have a hailstone that goes like so. And then they find the intersection somewhere here. So this is going to have a... I think my logic is flawed. So this is going to be this vector. And so this, the velocity is actually going to be this vector, and this velocity is going to be this vector. So, maybe it makes sense that they're both positive. Or actually, maybe I should... So I have this vector here. Maybe it does make sense that... And so there is only two. So it's negative, negative here, but then it's negative, negative here. And this one is not inside, apparently. So... I'm not sure. I would like to try to still make the dot product trick work, because it would be neat. Otherwise, I'll switch to like just a plain dumb condition. That looks good as well. So I have something like this. I have velocity vectors like so, and I need to check if this point is behind or... Actually, can't I do new color? I need a new color. Blue. Why not? So I have... whoa, that's a horrible line. It's not much better, but whatever. So I have this, I have the position vector for this one, and then I can get the vector here, actually. And I have this also a line to, I don't know, another color for the position 2. And again, terrible drawing, but I can get the vector from position 2 to the intersection. So I can get both of those, and I can do the dot product of those vectors with the velocity vectors, and then if the intersection is in the past, then the dot product will be negative because they will be like in different direction. So I need to do the p, the intersection, minus the positions. And actually, I'm not sure if I need to do the position minus the intersection or the other way around, but let's first do a shot in the dark, and then I will see. So this is the position. Oh fuck. So this is velocity, and here I don't want p, I need h1 position xy minus this. Let's put this on multiple lines. And let's do h2 like so. Let's see. Does that look any better? No, it does not. It does not at all. How about like so? Yeah, I don't remember my linear algebra, so I don't know, like, because if you do one minus the other, you get a vector in this direction, and if you do one minus the other, like the other way around in the subtraction, you get in this direction. And so, yeah, I'm not sure in which way I need to do the subtraction. That looks good, and that unfortunates me. Hi, what's the challenge today? Today is The part one seems relatively easy, although I haven't solved it yet, so I shouldn't talk too fast. But basically you have Hailstone, I mean, yeah, whatever, I don't have to call it, do the roleplay thing. You have vectors in space, and you need to check if they have an intersection at some point. And this intersection needs to happen within some kind of boundary. And you need to count, so they give you just a list of those, like a starting position and a velocity vector. And you need to, like, imagine you have an object coming this way, an object coming this way, and at some point they're gonna intersect, and you need to, for all of those, you need to count how many intersections between all those objects within a boundary. And also you need to check that the intersection didn't happen in the past, and they happen like in the direction of the thing. I'm explaining it a bit poorly, but basically we found, I found a line-to-line intersection formula, which I copy-pasted like a good programmer, and then now I can find the intersection between them, but I'm trying to do some vector algebra to check if they are like in the future or in the past. Got it, kinda. Yeah, that's good enough. Boom. Because right now, even if let's say the two objects are going, there is one here and there is one here, I'm still getting the intersection in the past for them, you know? Like they're going in this direction, but I'm getting the intersection in the past, and I need to eliminate those. And so I'm trying to do some dot product tricks to eliminate those, and I think I got it. I think I got it, maybe. That sounds about right. 2! Yes, that's the correct answer. Let's go. For the example, it's the correct answer. So let's remove this. Now we need the actual input, which is this nightmare. Oops. Let's copy the nightmare. Is there like any floating point? No, all integers. Okay, that's good. Let's copy this. Let's remove this and then copy this nightmarish numbers. Those nightmarish numbers. And so this is this one and this one. How was Christmas? Yeah, it was fun. Just a nice family reunion. Eating nice food, offering gifts, and playing board games. How about you? Oh wait, no, you told me you don't celebrate Christmas, right? Oh, I forgot. Maybe I'm wrong. So this is this, and we do. Ah, okay. Yeah, I forgot because you told me you were from India, but then I looked up, I don't know, the religion of India, and there was like 3% of Christians. But then maybe you don't celebrate Christmas as like a religious thing, but just give gifts. I don't know. What did you do then? Did you offer gifts or to each other? Did you got some kind of cool meal? Okay, let's pray now. Let's pray now. Fuck me. Too low. Too low. Too low, too low. We had some good meal. Yeah. But what did you got then? We did like we did. I don't know. It's like I don't know. I don't know if it's a European thing or like a Belgian thing. It's like actually, yeah. It's just a grill in the center of the table, and you put random bits of meat on it. Yeah. we had a nice steak on it, and yeah, sausages, chicken, and also a lot of cheese, because you can melt cheese on it. It's quite nice. How about you? What did you eat? So I got a number that's too low. This is the way it handles wrong answer is a bit stressful. I guess that's just part of the puzzle, but sometimes you need more feedback, Jay, if you were off by one or something. Yeah. I mean, that's part of the game, to be honest. Like, if you go on other site, I don't know, the only other site that I do these kinds of puzzle on is Project Euler. And on there, you just don't have any advice. So yeah. I think Advent of Code is actually quite decently friendly about this. Like, there is still nice examples, and being like too low or too high is it's something at least. But yeah. But yeah, indeed, they're not helpful, but they shouldn't be, I don't think. Even if I hate them for it, I also recognize the value into well, figuring it out yourself from not much. After a few submissions, it tells you to wait 5 minutes for the next. So that's terrifying when this happens. Yeah. Yeah, that feeling sucks. Oh la la. Because, yeah, let's see if my answer is actually in the realm of possibilities. So there is 300 hailstones, or like stuff I need to check. And so let's just pull my combination calculator quickly. So the maximum amount of intersection is actually 44,000. And this is about like a bit less than half of this. So my answer is like at least not an insane number. So that's nice. But yeah, really, like, there isn't much code. So either I did a copy pasting error here, or I'm not doing every single combination here, or this linear algebra thing is wrong, or maybe I shouldn't have an equal here. I don't think that's the easiest thing to check, so let's check it. What did I do? This, so yeah, it doesn't change anything. Okay. This I'm not sure, but let's check it later. Let's first check that I'm actually doing every single intersection, every single combination. So C plus equal to 1. At the very end, we print C. And it should be equal to the one I got on the calculator. It's exactly what I got on the calculator, so this is not it. Next is checking that I did the copy paste right. But for this, I think I did because I manually looked at the answer of it. So I'm just gonna quickly compare to, and it was too low. Huh? Did I note that it was too low? Yes, I need to note this, too low. I need to check that. Oh, it's not saying. Actually, no, this is okay. So this is correct. In the past. Okay. Actually, and so those are parallel, which is infinite infinite in my case, so that's perfectly fine. Cross outside, so -6 minus this. Those both crossed in the past. I need to check for those in the past. But for now, I'm just gonna check this -2, 3. That's also correct. They don't say. And okay. So let me print this as well. And so this will be true if it's not in the past. So for those, the first two, it's true. For this, it's true as well. Oh, wait, my stuff does not work apparently. But I need to put the testing values back. Okay. Let's println inside. Up. So those two are inside and this is not inside. So this is true. It's not. Ah, yeah, because it's 6. Okay. So the first two are inside. That's very true. And then for this one, it says path will cross outside of the testing area, which is correct. Are command lines argument stored in a heap or stack? That's a good question. I think the stack. And I think the environment variable as well. So if you don't... actually, we can check this. Huh? So cd t.c, I don't know what I wrote, but t.c here. So if I have, let's say, std.io, it's dynamic, right? Yeah, it's dynamic, but like both the heap and the stack are dynamic. So we can't really tell which one it is. So main, let's do int argc char argv and then char nfp. So yeah, if you don't know, so this is you probably know that argc and argv are the first two, but you can also have a third one, which is the environment. And so what you can do is have just a variable on the stack, and then you just print the address of this one. Let's print A, and then let's just let's also print that it's actually A, and then copy paste this. argv, and this is np argv np. Yeah, I think since those are the arguments, those will of course be on the stack. But never seen nfp before. Yes, but I think you can also get it from another way. I think there is either this way or there is this. There is a global variable called environment, which is basically the same thing. And if you don't know what... Actually, I don't want to print my environment. I don't know if there is anything sensitive in there. Let me just check in another terminal. Actually, not really. Huh? There is my first name. Oh no, very dangerous. No, there isn't any. There seems to be a token. I don't think it's like actually a sensitive token, but don't click. Yeah, that's my thought. I mean, there seems to be like one key, but I'm not sure it's something sensitive actually. Yeah, whatever. But I won't print it. But basically, it is an array. So if you have it's just going to be a string array of, let's say, home is equal to home, who, and then you will have literally this string, and then you will have then you will have another variable called, what is another classical one? PWD is equal to some path, and then at the end it will be terminated by null. So this is NFP. But now you were asking if they are on the stack or on the heap, and I'm actually not sure. I would guess the stack. So of course all of those are in the stack because I mean that's you can check because those addresses are very close to each other. But what we want is like so. So we want the first element of each of those, and those are stored on the stack as well. Am I making sense? Yes, so this is a pointer to the start of the array. Yes, so I think those are on the stack as well. So I think when you launch your program, it will get the environment and get the command line arguments and automatically push them on the stack for you. And yeah, I mean, I guess in most cases you don't really care if it's like on the stack or like actually where it is, like as long as it is allocated for you. I guess it's nice for command knowledge. And can we see if there are before? So I think this is lower than this. So they are all 7FFF, then 84 is the same everywhere, B0 is the same everywhere. Then actually this is C and this is D, but I think the stack grows downward. So the stack goes, when you increase the stack, you actually, the maximum, like the top of the stack gets decreased when you like add an element to it. So lower values are pushed before. No, higher values are pushed before. Yes, so this value is higher, so I think it was pushed before on the stack, before the actual argument of the function, which makes sense. So yeah, you got your answer. It's on the stack, at least as far as I can tell, with this small example. And maybe that's like platform specific as well. Huh? You can never know. Maybe that's specific to GCC or like yeah, platform or compiler dependent. Back to Advent of Code. Yeah, no problem. I guess I assumed that it was on the stack, but I wasn't sure, so now I'm sure. So what was I going to check? I was going to check that I checked that I do every single possibility. That's done. I checked that to remove the equal sign here. That's done. And I checked that my position formula is actually correctly copy-pasted, and that I just did. Or at least as like I checked, I think I compared this to like the 4 examples they gave me, and they are all exactly the same. Now I need to check that when it's in the past, I actually have a false here. How was your Christmas? So hailstones pass will cross outside the test area. Okay, so that one we don't care. And then this one is in the past. Pass cross in the past, indeed. Then we have the parallel ones, which is indeed correct. And those are not counted. Then we have... I'm comparing this to this, huh? So this is correct. My dot product thing is correct for this. This is obviously correct. And then cross outside. So there, okay, that's fine. And then those cross in the past, which is correct in my case. Then outside, which is correct. And then pass crossed in the past and then crossed in the past, which are both false for me. So all of those are outs in the past. And so my dot product thingy seems to be correct as well. And yeah, now I'm a bit stuck because those were the four things I could think about. Hmm. Let's make sure I'm actually. I think I should, but let's make sure I actually have all the inputs. Hailstones. So this is 5 and example, yeah, it's 4, but this is because there is no new line after the very last one. It's fine. By the way, Charles, I saw you had the Jellyfin instance running that you showed last stream. Very legally downloaded. Exactly. I mean, I think it's if I say I downloaded them legally, it's legal to show that I have an interface for it, right? You have no way to prove that unless you hack me, but please don't. But yeah, I have a Jellyfin instance that I installed yeah, a couple of days ago. It was quite nice. Also, I discovered that for my home lab, I have like a Kubernetes cluster, very small Kubernetes cluster of 3 1 liter, like small form factor x86 computers that I bought on Amazon for cheap, like 100 euros per piece. And I realized that, well, they're shitty computers that I knew, but that the CPU is a bit too old, and so if the movie is encoded in a more modern manner, the CPU cannot actually decode it. So half of the movies on there, I cannot. I need to use software encoding, and so it's really slow. So I bought a new CPU for it on eBay that cost me $20. So hopefully it will be a bit better. But yeah, I learned like when you buy shitty hardware and try to do weird stuff with it, like maybe install Gentoo on it or whatever, you learn a lot of things about just hardware and I mean just everything. We got an old HP EliteBook Mini on Amazon, slow but good enough to run some old games on Minecraft with my kids. Yeah, yeah, you don't need much for a server. Like even like a Jellyfin thing to stream movies or like PhotoPrism to host. I mean, maybe for games it would be you would need a bit more performance, but yeah. I guess if it's only a server, there is actually no graphics involved, and so yeah, you still don't need much, huh? Yeah, it's cool to do such stuff. Yeah, yeah. Which means I can stay in Linux on my laptop instead of rebooting onto Windows to play locked down Steam games or try to use Wine with no acceleration. What do you mean by that? We got an old HP good enough to run some old games and Minecraft with my kids. Ah, okay. You're not doing a Minecraft server. My bad. My bad. I was still in the like home lab, home server spirit, but okay, you just bought an old Elite Desk and install some Linux and some old games on it. We can actually plug in into the TV. Ah, yeah, okay, yeah, that's really nice. It's like yeah, a cheap a, yeah, cheap PlayStation for just normal games. Yeah, that's quite a nice setup. Huh? And yeah, it doesn't cost a lot. I imagine, especially looking at the games you want to play. But yeah, I must admit that I've like a couple of months ago, I installed Steam on Linux, and I'm very surprised because at some point, like Steam was garbage on Linux, and then all of a sudden I can play almost every game I want. And now I discovered, so I bought a bunch of new games, and I discovered because I used to like do gaming a lot, then I didn't do it at all because I installed Linux, and now that we can play them on Linux, I tried a couple of them, and then I just get bored, and I realized I spend money for nothing. So yeah, that's great. Ah là là. But I'm happy that my brain is not addicted to video games anymore. It feels nice, man. Ah là là. But yeah, I'm really liking this home lab thing. Just learning a shit ton of stuff with it, and it's happy. I mean, it's nice to have applications like this. It's definitely better these days. I bought this laptop because it had a Radeon chipset. My last one used Nouveau NVIDIA and Linux. NVIDIA in Linux is 6. Ah, yes, indeed. Ah, you want like a really. I mean, I guess you prefer to use free software. I mean, I do as well, but I'm a bit more lenient. Not enough disk space for modern games though. Full Kubernetes setup or something like Minikube Q3S? No, yeah, no, not no K8S. No Minikube. It's not like virtual machines because that would be lame. I mean, I guess yeah, software would be the same, but like having this on actual physical machine with K3S is feels much nicer. Actually, I can show you my setup. I don't think I will leak anything. So this is my little home cluster. I have 3 workers, yeah, 1 master node, 2 worker nodes. I upgraded the RAM on 2 of these and the SSD on 1 of these. So now they have both 16 gigs of RAM, and I think one of them has like 2 terabyte SSD. And if I go into pods, I have Jellyfin. I have done some monitoring setup with Prometheus Grafana. I have my Cirx instance. If you don't know Cirx, you should try it out. It's really cool. And yeah, I'm planning on like hosting my website on there and so on and so on. You can probably run a decent startup on those. A decent startup? Ah, you mean like literally a company, like a startup? Yeah, I don't think so, but because like as I said, those are like shitty 100 euros PC. Actually, I mean, I guess if your startup is just a small website, why not? Huh? But I don't think the problem then would be the hardware. It would be maybe my home internet connection bandwidth, because I think I only have 30 megabits of upload. So yeah. I mean, if it's only yeah. I've worked in startups where our main server was like an AWS EC2 instance with 8 gigs of RAM. Yeah, okay. Indeed, that sounds. But like when you host stuff like this on AWS, you have infinite bandwidth, no? I mean, I'm not very familiar with AWS or like the cloud the cloud environment. I'm only getting started in it at work now, but yeah, I'm not sure. I know in VPS thing, you have like unlimited bandwidth, I think, by default, even on the cheapest stuff. So I guess it's the same. But anyway, yeah, I'm just preaching to people because I'm doing this little home setup for like maybe a year now, and I learn a ton of it. So now every time I talk to a fellow computer guy, I ask, "Do you have a home lab? You should build one." I'm part of the church of the home lab, here to convince you. And so I was looking into inputs, and this is 300, and I wanted to check if I have enough for those. No, this, yes, I have 300. But yeah, having a home lab like this, and when you start safely exposing it to the internet and hosting stuff yourself, I mean, I don't know, it feels like you're more part of the internet, like it's more decentralized, and it feels nice to to have to be your own server, you know. What do they reply when you try to convince them, though? I don't know. They say, "Oh, it seems cool. Let me run away." No, I don't know. I think they all think it's cool, and but yeah, it seems scary. I don't know. I know that I was introduced to it by a colleague of mine who had a very a very big home lab because he was like selling. He used to like have a job selling servers, and so he got some old servers for free, and so he has even his own rack and so on. And I don't know. He talked me about this, and I was like, that seems cool. And yeah, your party invitation has been cancelled. Yeah, okay. No, it's fine. I don't actually talk about this stuff with normal people. It's only like in the programming engineering people that I talked about this. So I think I know how to select my targets. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I think it's a really nice way to get a very general overview of like server networking hardware. Like it's you get the basics in a lot of different areas of computer science when you do this. At least that's what I got from it. What language do you guys use for work? I mean, personally, for work, I use Python and C++, mainly Python, a bit of C++, and when I need to do DevOps, it's only YAML, and I cry myself to sleep. That's basically it. Can't use Odin at work. That's a shame. I've been working for a while, but I've not been working for a while, but back then it was mostly Kotlin, Scala, and some Python. Scala seems nice. I mean, I don't know. Seems nice in the way that it has functional programming. Seems less nice in the sense that it seems that it can do like every single paradigm ever. And I don't know. I don't trust languages like those which try to do like everything at once. Like be good at everything. Because generally when they do this, they're like just average in everything. But yeah, maybe I should try it. Oh la la, I'm running out of things to check. So I checked my dot product, I checked this. I get the correct answer for the example. The intersection formula is correct. Yes, Scala sometimes turned into some very hard to understand code depending on who got involved. Yeah, I guess that's... Yeah, I was going to say that's the same for every single programming language, but maybe not, because I guess there is programming languages that are more forgiving of bad coders. Or like uneducated coders. I mean, uneducated about this particular language, I mean. By the way, my input file is exactly 300. Yeah, no. It's fine. It's because if I cat example, if I cat input, like there is no new line at the end, I think. But if I open it in my text editor, and I go to the end, and I add a new line, and then I delete this, and then I do word count, boom, there is 300 now. So, yeah. I have this for every single day, so it's fine. Well, I felt Scala was worse in the hands of over-educated coders trying to use every functional library, aka streams, Monix, Cats effects, etc. Made it hard for others to understand and contribute. Yeah, that's not really over-educated. Yeah, I mean, you did put overeducated in italics. Like, that's like, I think there is like, I don't know, maybe a curve where like you're a beginner and you do simple code, and then you become like a bit intermediate, and then you start learning about like tricks and stuff, and you start to want to use absolutely all of them all the time. And then at some point you become even more advanced, and you reach a point where you realize you are able to identify in which case to actually use them, and then your code becomes much simpler, but you still can use the complicated things sometimes. So I think like if you're like really advanced, you know how to make stuff simple still, but sometimes you just feel cool knowing stuff and you want to use the cool stuff you know. And that's a bit dumb, but then you realize it later. It's people who have too much knowledge for their own good, I think. I've had the same with some other coworker like those, and I've done the same as well, I think. Yeah, it feels like if you want to use Haskell, let's just use that, not try to simulate it with 10 different libraries. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But of course, I mean, as much as I like Haskell, like there isn't a lot of people using that, so it makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's true that if you started in Scala, just code in Scala and don't even if you really like Haskell, don't pretend a language is another language or like an ecosystem is another one. That's a bit weird. Can I get junior dev job as a Golang developer, right? Yeah, I think Golang is decently popular. I think it would be even easier if you pick JavaScript or Python, but uh, I did most of my AOC in Haskell in 2020, 2021. It did get difficult if the obvious solution required lots of mutations. Yeah, indeed. I did indeed a lot of Project Euler problems in Haskell, and most of the time it was fine. But I think the worst part about like Haskell and the functional programming stuff is when you have like a grid, like a 2D grid, and you have to iterate in some way, in some combination over that grid. And that's where I think Haskell gets annoying, like because you cannot have indices and you have to iterate in using recursion, which is fine when you have like a 1D list because you can just get the head of it every time. But yeah, it's trickier for 2D grids, I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can just have two recursions. I don't know. But I remember the last time I tried, it was annoying. But yeah, I'm still not advancing on my 2024 thing. I'm also learning JS, and for some reason, I'm not interested in Python. Yeah. But as I said in previous stream, if you get good at Golang, learning JavaScript or Python will take you one day. So don't worry about it. Just get good at one language, and yeah, that's it. And get good at programming, because being good at programming is more important. I mean, one day is a bit exaggerated, but like if you know like one programming language very well, and then you can probably learn like the basic syntax of any other one in like a day, and actually be competent in the language in maybe a week at your level, I would say. So yeah, don't worry about it. If you need to do interviews, first get good at programming, and then quickly pick up other language for the interview. Yes, that's awkward. I often end up cheating and using maps of XY coordinates instead of arrays. That's a nice trick. I mean, I wouldn't like to do it, but maybe it's faster in some case. So yeah. A fellow Haskell programmer, finally. Finally. A fellow intellectual. Am I right? I have a Gentoo guy, I have a Haskell guy. I don't need a... I'm a happy man. But I'm still stuck at this problem. I'm still stuck at this problem. Boom. So this is it, and I need to go run this on inputs. This is of course still the same garbage answer I gave earlier. Yes, and that is too low. Fuck me. What could be another edge case that I'm not taking into account? Is there a way to detect like weird floating point behavior? I don't know. I think we are not dealing with like really close stuff, so it shouldn't matter too much. Hey, hello, you don't know me. How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm stuck. Step bro. Let's maybe just print all of it and see if there is weird values. That could be something. I was using the slope algorithm and did rewrite it to multiply both sides by something and avoid division. Any division is a good chance to lose information. That sounds accurate. I'm good. How was Christmas? Christmas was good. As you can see, I didn't stream and chilled. Got together with my family, had a nice meal, had some presents. I got this hoodie as a present, so yep, a warm hoodie is always welcome. I was using the slope algorithm and did rewrite it to multiply both sides by something and avoid division. Any division is a good chance to lose information. It's true that avoiding division just... I mean, I used to do this for like optimizations or just not having to worry about division by 0, but I did not know that I could lose information. And how was your Christmas? You don't know me. Using the slope algorithm, I did multiply both sides by something and avoid the division. Is the denominator the same? It was nice. What did you do? What did you do? So, okay, a bunch of incredibly weird value. I just want to check if I don't have like any non-value or weird infinite value. No, wait, I guess there is like 44,000 of those, so I'm gonna be scrolling for a while, but just want to do a sanity check. Boom, 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 boom. This must look horrible on stream, but oh well. Nope. There's a bunch of infinite. Nothing much, really. Spent some time with my family and had a good meal. Yeah, that's about what everyone does on Christmas. Huh? Don't need much. I mean, don't need anything more for it to be fun. Dum 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 dum. Voilà. it's definitely this or this. I think the rest of the code is okay. Gotta go. Yeah, no problem. I guess it must be late in India. Very late. So happy coding. Thank you. Have a good night or whatever you do after this. So I checked that I indeed go over every single combinations. Actually, I guess I don't need this. It's midnight, midnight and a half. Ah yes, well indeed that's pretty late. So enjoy, enjoy your midnight. I guess I was going to say enjoy your evening, but yeah, go to sleep and yeah, sleep well. Still the same answer. Yeah, no, I think this is good. And like if I'm doing like I1, H1 next and H2 next by just adding the velocity ones, but I don't think that like even if the position is outside of the boundary, like if the intersection is outside of the boundary. No, if like, oh, I'm getting sleepy myself. If H1 next or H2 next are outside of the boundary, I don't think it matters for like the intersection computation. So I'm checking that P is the intersection. Px is greater than test area min. Py is greater than test area min. Px is lower than max. Yes, that does make sense. Did I miss something? Or each line of text uses this, okay. Perhaps you won't have to do anything. How likely are the hailstones to collide with each other and smash into tiny ice crystals? To estimate this, consider only x and y axes. Ignore z. Looking forward entirely when you intersect within the test area. The hailstones themselves don't have to collide, just test for intersections between the path they will trace. In this example, look for intersections that happen with x and y position, each at least 7, at most 27. And I guess this is an inclusive range, but yeah, as I saw, it doesn't matter. In your actual data, you'll need to check a much larger test area, comparing all pairs of hailstones. Oh, by the way, since there is I mean, I'm getting distracted and but since there is some people here, I wonder, like, once I'm done with Advent of Code, what if I was streaming like small projects that I do after work, if you would, I don't know, watch that or enjoy that. Like I was thinking of doing my writing my own memory allocator or showing how to rewrite Unix utilities or yeah, just the stuff I do on the side. Maybe a bit of DevOps on my Kubernetes cluster. Who knows? Stuff like this. I wonder if people would be interested. But I mean, of course, those streams are very little, but would still be curious of if there would be some people interested in this. Mostly C programming, I guess. those are cool topics indeed. Yeah, I think I know they are cool. I'm wondering how I could make it not like boring or overwhelming though, because like yeah, I guess every time someone asks a question, I just re-explain it from the beginning, and I need to have some nice drawings maybe. I mean, I was thinking for the memory allocator. I'll watch them. Oh, okay. So if I yeah, next time I do a personal project like this, I'll try to I'll stream it because why not? Huh? And I'll see if people care or not. Because yeah, I wanted to make like video explaining with better like with more clear explanation and nice drawings how like one of my personal project would work as like a teaching some algorithm or some obscure part of the operating system or whatever. But that would take some effort. But like as I first, before explaining it, I need to implement it myself, and I can just already try to stream that and see how it goes. Do you know Tsoding? Yes, I know Tsoding. He does very cool content. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, of course, I'm not as good of an explainer as him, or just have any street cred in the, I guess, stream cred as him. But yeah, I would like to try doing to do something similar. So yeah. I'm still stuck with the fucking hailstones, huh? But is there like a NaN that I can check? NA math. Something does such project live streams. Yeah. But I think he has maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if like a random like me could do such projects, because they take like 2 hours and maybe it's multiple streams, and yeah, I don't know if people would just care enough to put in the time for this, but I can't know until I try it, I guess, and I'll do I guess a recapitulative video at the end maybe when I finish the project to make it more digestible for people. Oops, that's an alarm. Ah yes, I'm supposed to take the trash out today. Fuck, I was going to check for if there is a NaN value. Is there a NaN value? None. Is NaN array? Is NaN single? Yes, but I don't need linalg, I just need math. And NaN is NaN, okay. So just math is NaN. Let's just do if is NaN px. We just do remove that print. And let's just do fnt println here. Just this is a terrible check, but I mean terrible debugging, but whatever. Need to import math. Oops, what did I do? No, nothing. Okay. Okay, so it's never NaN. I guess we can have is inf px or math is inf. That won't change anything, but still paranoia. Do continue. We ignore it. Doesn't change anything indeed. Right, I've been streaming for 2 hours, and before starting the stream, maybe take 1 or 2 true false examples and work them out by hand. Uh, I feel like I kind of already did this with the example. So like I think 20 minutes ago or something, I went over like the example one by one, and I checked that I got the correct answer here, the exact same as he did. And I also checked that I got my dot product condition was false whenever it's in the past, and it was. So in that sense, I already have like 10 cases that are correct. But now maybe, and yeah, of course I should think of like one more edge case, but like that's kind of hard to do. Like the first edge case I thought about was, I mean, I don't know if that's what you mean. I think that's what you mean. My first edge case, I thought, oh, that's true. It worked on the smaller numbers. I wonder if overflow is happening. Maybe some asserts or unexpected signs though. The biggest number seems to be around 2 to the power of 48. You're right. Huh. And I think I don't have to fancy stuff because there is built-in big floats in Odin. Can't I just have a float 128? No, there isn't. Oh, no. There is no long float. Oh, that sucks. I guess maybe we could check this by... where do I have F64? Oops. Guess we can do an experiment by replacing this by 32 and run it again. And here it becomes a mess. Okay. There is no built-in long floats. Ah, that's unfortunate. But there is a complex 128. There is no F128. Man, do I really need to like... Is there like an overflow check? Or use long integers for everything up to the divisions? Yes, that could be something. That could be something indeed. Okay, let's try what you're saying. Let's try what you're saying. Let's keep the debugging print. Let's do this and replace this by I64. And then what you want is this F64. And same here, F64. F64. F64, yes. And yeah, I guess this is still a float. And then we're gonna have some troubles. Because I think I need to convert this. Okay, this is not the cleanest way, but can I do this? I think I can't. Not sure this works. 2F64. You could take the upper part of each equation and assert that it's not bigger than the F64 limits before defining. But if it was... you mean if it's negative, we know it overflowed. Wait, no, that's... wait. But I cannot check if it's like above F64 because it would have overflowed and then it's still in the boundaries. So... But maybe there is a... I don't know, I was thinking maybe there is a built-in way to check if it overflows. So no, that's the remainder. Integer overflow, nope. Ah, there is no floating point overflow. What was I doing? This. That doesn't work. Apparently this does not work. Can I do this? Apparently that's better. Apparently that's better. You could take the upper part. If you worked with big ints first, then assert the limits would fit in, then convert to use the division maybe. Okay, I see, okay. So I work with, okay. So I check that the integer I get here is no longer than, yeah, okay, than the maximum float. Okay. Let me first try to just say, do what you did, do what you said by just having integers until I need floats. So velocity f is equal to this equal to h1. I'm not sure xy like so. I think I can do this one. Yes. Let's do h2, and then let's do position. This is a bit disgusting, but whatever. And let's remove this. This. Ah, yes, actually, this is not this. This is h1. What did I do? Velocity f, and this is h2 velocity. This is just to rule that out of the problem. Yep, that makes sense. This is position. This is position. That still doesn't. Oh, okay. Maybe I was just fuck me. I was just missing a parenthesis. Cannot assign value type. I cannot. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Oh well. I guess I'm gonna have to cancel the nice swizzling thing. H1 velocity. Wait. So. And this is position, and this is h2. Oh la la. Explicit casting is, I mean, it's safe, but it's very annoying, huh? F64. This, and F64. That's a completely different answer, but that's even lower, and I think it said too low. So I'm doing something very wrong. I love the column rectangle select in Vim for stuff like this. Yes, indeed, that's very nice. But then VS Code developer come and say, oh, but I have multi-cursor in my editor, but that's the only thing they have. So yeah. That's visual block selection rate. Yep, that's it. Control V. Control V is your friend. What if I remove this? Doesn't change anything. Why am I getting so much less stuff? So now this is an I64. But my point is the intersection point is still float. What if I example example 0 now, so let's print what is going badly. And this still seems right. This is the exact answer we want. Maybe maybe. Maybe this is wrong. This is 0. True, and false. Yeah, no, that the dot product seems okay. Why is it 0 at the end? That's strange. Oh, maybe I didn't update the... Yeah, okay. So it's still 2, so the example is correct, but the input is not. Oh, yes. Inputs. Okay, so this is definitely not correct. Now I'm even doubting, I mean, this is like complete paranoia, but I am doubting my pasting. Okay, no. I copy pasted this right. And what about keeping... What about going back? I mean, it's gonna be annoying if I have to rewrite all this. Okay, so what's there? Then if I do this, okay, this something like I'm back to my bad answer. And so I did what you said, but instead I do this is all int. And actually this is not an int, I want, I mean, I guess the default int is int64, but still want to make sure. And then I want to convert this like so. So it's integers only when we are doing the multiplications and this thing. Okay. Maybe don't change that, but just make the top side of the equation in P into a separate value and assert that it's not too big or too small. But I'm still very confused. But I think you do have a point with the whole... I mean, I'm gonna test the stuff that you just tell me, but I think it's this because if I switch the type, like I do this on an integer and then a float, I have a different answer. Which is an indication that there is overflow stuff, I think. Hi friend. Hello. Wait, weren't you the guy that doesn't know programming but is just like to see numbers on the screen? Is that you? But as you can see now, I'm fulfilling your wish because there is a lot of numbers on the screen. So I hope that makes you happy. It's me. Alright. Pouli boom. Still don't want to learn the program. If you divide by an int, if you divide an int by a float in Odin, what actually happens? Is the int promoted to a float or downgraded? Masterpiece. So much numbers. Hell yeah. If you divide by a float in Odin, what actually happens? Good question. I would say whether the float is on the top or bottom of the divide, it gets converted to a float. I mean, that would be my default answer, but let's actually try it. Z.Odin. So let's do, I don't know, 3 divided by 10. Yes, whatever. Odin run Odin file. I can't do this. Like, what happened, Odin? Why are you betraying me? Yeah, actually, again, just do whatever, return the println. Println, what do you want it to do? Like, just a sanity one, an int by an int. Okay, I have to comment all this. Come on, Odin, where are you? There. Up. 0, which makes sense. How about I put one float here? So yeah, it's converted to a float. And what if there is a float on the denominator? It's promoted to a float as well. That makes sense. That makes sense. And if it's 2 floats, it's just 2 floats. I mean, it's just a float. Okay. Wait, let me go back to the Hey Charles, hey, how are you, Kenny? Are you enjoying your vacations? Did you have a nice Christmas and now doing Advent of Code, I hope? Wait, now I'm lost, so I need what you recommended is that I check that the numerator is not too high. So you recommended that I don't do this, don't convert to an int, and then this is not needed. Up. And then we can do, yeah, I had too much at Christmas, started Advent of Code, now at day 2. Hell yeah. Well, I mean, eating too much at Christmas is a pleonasm. Huh? You're supposed to do that. That's basic Christmas right there. Px numerator. I don't remember day 2, but I remember the first days are chill until day 5, which part 2 of day 5 is, I mean, I haven't found a proper algorithm for it, I just brute force it. And then I think until day 10 or 12, it's still chill. So px numerator. Px numerator. Wait, I'm just maybe overcomplicating my life. Is there just a big int or a big float? Big anything? Is there like a big anything library? There is big. Okay, maybe I've been doing all of this for absolutely nothing. There's a thing called rat. What the fuck is a rat? Okay. But yeah. How do I declare constant variables? Come on, just tell me how to init. Day 2 is with the cubes, pretty simple so far indeed. Enjoying Elixir so far though. Yeah, Elixir, yeah, we took a look at it the other day, and it seems like the good parts of functional programming in a nice package. What I mean, like it's understandable by humans without too much needing to know like type theory or whatever the weird functional programming stuff is. So yeah, seems like a sane language. How do you declare a big int? How do you declare a big int? Elixir is great, Kenny. Elixir is great, Kenny. A coworker snuck it into our codebase a few years ago, and we used it to replace a Python service with a faster, more reliable Elixir service that had less code. Yep. That's a nice story. I wish I could replace everything with Elixir as well. Even if I don't know it, I know it would be better than Python. Come on. Types, digit, NDNS, error, flags, int. I don't want a big int, I want a big float. Is there a big float? Man, the documentation of Odin is trash. Just give me like a small introduction to it with a small example. You don't need to comment every single function, but like the bare minimum, please. Please, sir. Please. Yeah, after like 2 weeks, we were comfortable with it. The only downside was it's common to use tuples everywhere, but dynamic typing doesn't catch that. You added an extra field and forgot. Dynamic doesn't catch that. You mean if you access a tuple element, but like actually on the upstream you just added like one more element to it, doesn't catch that. Yeah, that's a bit strange. I think, I mean, in most programming languages, tuple size matters. Like C++, Rust, or Haskell, or whatever. Exactly. Or your pattern matching code from name ID would fail to pattern. Yeah, okay. But only at runtime. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, that's not great. But actually, it makes sense that it would fail on this, huh? I mean, it sucks that it is at runtime, but it should definitely fail at compile time if you give it this. That doesn't. Is even. So I guess since those procedures are overloaded, like the int negative and rat negative, I guess rat is actually rational, so that could be something. Oh, okay. Man, if you don't have documentation, at least have decent naming, so I guess A is like the numerator and B is the denominator. Yep, we tried dialyzer to catch some of those things, but it wasn't great. Hopefully you'll solve it. Goodbye. See you. I know it's very late where you are, so enjoy the night. Maybe see you tomorrow. Int at rat. This rat. Okay. Oh, are you switching to fixed point numbers? Rational and Haskell? I don't think it's like. Yeah, I'm not sure. as I said, the Odin garbage is the Odin documentation is garbage, but I guess so. This int is like a big integer, so infinite integers, like Python, and this rat is rational, I'm guessing. I'm not sure which of those fields is the numerator or the denominator, but I think it's indeed like Haskell, where you have just numerator, denominator, and you can do a bunch of operations on those. You know what? Let me just try it, and I'm actually only gonna use it when I do the division operation. And so this is gonna be a thing of big rat. What the fuck? Of big rat, I guess. Yeah, but I think. That's gonna make my linear algebra thing fail, I think. But whatever, if it's just a dot product, I can do it manually. But I feel like, is Advent of Codes so bad that it would... like, I feel like problems like these should be for like most of the population, and so like the floating point boundary, like of float 64, would be taken into account when designing such problems. But yeah, maybe not. Big rats, and then it's this, and I need to import this big. And then this is big rats of this, and this. And this is, and apparently this doesn't work. Yes, because this is supposed to be an int. Up. Is there somewhere else where it needs to be an int? Cannot assign value of type whatever to whatever. So this needs to be a big int. And can I just convert it like this? Oh, and yes, like so. I cannot. How do you declare a big int? Come on, buddy. Oh, fuck's sake. There is no way I'm... Is there like an init function? Assert initialized. Clear, copy digits, count bits. Those are the operations. Is there an init? Is initialized, yes, but I want to initialize it. Oh, there is a E2A. Is there a atoy? Somewhere, it would be nice. Random, one egg. Mul. Int 2 bytes, int swap. Internal int, internal. Oh man. Is there, can I go see the source code and maybe there is, maybe my plan is terrible. Like, how big and then, I'm going into a bad rabbit hole. It's too late to go in a rabbit hole like this. It's too late. But there is a big int atoy, so I should keep this in mind. So actually, maybe I can just do big ints like so, and I can do so this. I can do big atoy of this. Okay. And this doesn't work. Why? Parameter input of type string is missing in procedure call. Gotta watch something with the kids, but might pop back later. Thanks for the stream and catch you all next time. See you, Butlin. It was nice interacting with you, and you gave me some nice tips. So thanks, man. Thanks, man. So it needs okay, I see. So actually, it's different. It takes a pointer to the big int as an argument. So it's let's go back to this and comment those whole line. Then do big toy of this. Yes, and then it's this. Oop, oop. Then we need this, but for velocity. Yes, then. Okay, I cannot do this, which is it's a shame, but it makes sense. Can I do X? And don't need to do Z, but let's just do it for now, because why not? Again, I need to do X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z. Then I don't need to do a conversion like so. Oof. It's only with the numeric expressions. I have to go now. Have fun, ciao. Yep. See you, Kenny. Enjoy the evening. Add. So I just need. There's an add, right? Okay, just do add. So yes, I can just do big add of h1 next position x like so. Whoops. Okay, the code is getting really messy, but hopefully it's worth it, and if it's not, I give up. This is like so. Here I forgot to put this. Oh, this doesn't work. Okay, I have a shit ton of typing error. No zero ambiguous call. So those are both pointers. Ah, okay, I see. I see. So it's not this. Okay, like so, and you want the address, and also the address of those ones. No zero ambiguous call with big add, don't match the given arguments. Thought this was okay. So add, there is a destination, there is AB. Ah, okay. Okay. So it actually needs to be this and this 2 times. Working with big numbers is not fun. No, okay. I just realized that I'm gonna have to do this shit for every single addition and multiplication in this formula, and I think I'm gonna go insane if I do this. So, I mean, it's a very robotic and repetitive task, and like easy, but also annoying. So, all right. At least I know there is big numbers in Odin right now, but I don't want to use them. It will be too painful. Never mind. Back pedal, back pedal, back pedal. Quick, quick, quick. I'm too afraid. I'm at the oldest change. Oh fuck. Can this be a float again? Bring back make floating point numbers great again. Okay. Okay, I'm back to my shitty answer. This is depressing. Eh. Isn't there like a quick way to check overflow? Odin, check, float, overflow. If you overflow a float, does it return none? Or range base follow integer overflow? Examples. Learn metal, draw textures. Nope. A review of the... Yeah, no, that's not what I want. Uniform function call syntax. Okay, getting distracted, but overflow. Nope. Nope. Newest Odin Lang question. There is only one. Maybe the language I'm using is a bit too niche. Low level programming with Odin. Oh la 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 la. And this doesn't exist, right? Okay, yeah, that's not indeed. Because I know in C you can have like long double, which are float. I think there is float 128. Those exist, I think. Quadruple precision floating point format, yes. And those exist. And they are standardized. It's a shame I cannot use them. It's a shame I cannot use them. The result of a floating point related division by 0 is not specified beyond this. A runtime panic will occur, and I don't have a runtime panic, so I'm never dividing by 0. An implementation may combine multiple floating point operations into a single fused operation and produce a result that differs from the value obtained by running the instruction individually. Alright. I think I have to eat and sleep. Ah man. And like the dot product only does multiplication and addition, so... Oh, actually that could be something. Yeah. Maybe I could try to, instead of using the big ints of Odin, I mean, I would be cheating, but I could try to just rewrite this in Python to test, because Python has built-in big float and big ints, and so I could just quickly like do a sanity check that that's actually the thing. May overflow try Python. Actually, fuck it. Let's do main.python .py. Yes, if mean if main is equal to main and main, then here we do. I'm gonna just try to translate this very quickly into. I need this. Up. This, need this. This is just a plain equal. Then with open inputs, let's do example first. As f reads, then we do for line in f read line like so, and hailstones is on a list, and then we do hailstones happened. First we have like position this and velocity. This is line partition. We want to partition on this, and then we want to do position splits of this, and then we for each of those we want to make a list that is S, and then we want to trim the spaces, and we want to convert this to an integer, actually a float, like so, for S in like so. And so we want to do this, and actually this is gonna be a tuple. And this is for velocity, okay. And let's do print hailstones, like so. Python 3, and we run main.py. str object has no attribute. Yes, I meant indeed strip. Couldn't convert the string to float. Wait. Yard till this, then print. Let's print the result of this. It is only one. That is quite strange. Print position velocity. Whoa, cat example. So partition, doesn't it do what I think it does? PyDoc str partition. Partition string into 3 parts using the given separator. That's exactly what I want. Maybe print line is just not correct. Yeah, so okay, line is one. So apparently that does not work. There is no read line. Huh. Am I going insane? There is a read line that does read line open returns one line from the file. Number of bytes. I'm not crazy. Lines. Okay. Why the okay, can I just do read and then this and then split lines? Okay. I do not understand why read line did not work, but I don't much care. I do not much care, and at the end I have my parsing is correct. I have this. Yes, okay. So parsing done, and then I do. I have intersect counts is equal to 0. Then I do for h1, and this is I h1 in enumerate hailstones. Then boom, I just do for h2 in again enumerate. No enumerate. Boom, boom. Like so, and this is I plus 1 slice again. This is very similar. H1 next is equal to. I think if it's a tuple, it will take a copy. So yeah, that should be okay. That should be okay. So h1. And I do hy next, position x, position, so I'm gonna have to do stuff like this, which is annoying, but v, and then, yeah, okay, and this is not position, this is 0, and velocity is 1, and this is 0, okay, and this is 1, and this is 1. And I do the same here, and I actually cannot assign since this is tuple, tuples. Actually, no, this is list. You know, okay, that should be okay. I guess we can have this position and h1 velocity to make it clear. To make it a bit clearer. This is h2. This is h2. This is next, actually position is equal to h1 position. Yeah. Okay. Position 0. This is 1. This is velocity 0. This is velocity 1. Is 1 by 2, except here. Then I have to copy paste all of this. I can replace this by that, like so, and I can replace x by 0. I can replace y by 1. And then I can copy paste this nightmare. P is equal to just 0, 0. And then we do P0 is this, P1 is this. And then we have this if condition, and I need this up like so. Up, no, just like so, like so, like so, like so. Don't need to print, don't need this. This is 0. This is 0. This is 1. This is 1. This is just this. This is just this. I need the dot product. Dot 1 is equal to, can do h1 velocity. How do you do the dot product again? I forgot. I think it's just 0. Oh, fuck's sake. Need to do this as well. So I need to do diff is equal to p. Ah yeah, but I need to copy deep copy p, and to do diff 0 minus equal to h1 position 0. Okay, so I have the difference, and then I need to do dot 1 is equal to h1 velocity x times diff 0, and I think it's a plus h1 velocity 1 times diff 0 1, and then we do the dot 2, which is with h2, and then all of this can go away, and we do dot 1 dot 2. And at the very end, we print intersect line inside. Syntax, invalid syntax, of course. Oops. Can't do this in Python. Invalid syntax, yes, because I need parentheses. Yep. Okay. Invalid syntax, yes, because Python likes and. Zero division. Fuck, there is a zero division. Actually, we can do try except zero division error. Continue. We just ignore it if there is this. Unbound local error. Like so. Okay, it's 0, which is bad. What if I remove this? Still 0. Is this reaching here? No, it's not. So that's here that I'm doing something bad. And I don't want to debug this too long. I don't want to debug this too long. I think I need to import copy doc3. I think there is a copy, deep copy, right? Yes, and I think I also need to do copy deep copy of this. Copy deep copy of this. Okay, so there is a bunch of hellos now. That's better. Let's print P. P is not good. P is definitely not great. P is not correct. P is definitely not correct. At least I should have 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So this is shouldn't be. This is not correct. Oh no 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 no. So this is definitely not correct, but I also need to have the example boundary. Can I print h1 position, h1 velocity, like so, and print just separator like so. Cat example. So it's this one, so this is correct. Yes, 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 okay. Then I would like to print, so there is h1 next position. Here, I would like to do the same for h2. Whoa, what the fuck happened? Yes, okay, I need to stop printing this. Because it is confusing me. So for this one, this is this, and the next one is... Oh, okay. Whoops. Whoops. There's 5. There should not be 5, but if I have the dot product in, there should be only 2. There is 3, because I did something wrong. Why did I do the diff? In Odin. So I did the P minus the position, which is what I'm doing here. And I forgot maybe the dot product formula. Dot product formula. I am getting sleepy. And this is indeed what I wrote, which is obvious, but still wanted to double check. Okay. So I have the dot product like so, which should be good. So up. Okay, so let me compare to this. This is correct. This is correct. I think this is also correct. Actually, can I just compare it to main.odin? If I do this print and I do this, and I do this, and I do example. Odin. Now Python. So this is the same, this is the same, this is the same, this is same, this is same, same, same. Oh, I have, oh, okay. But now here I have 3 of them. And so I need to do print here. And so those 2 are correct, and this one is not correct. And this one is. So those one crossed in the path in the past, and so I need to do dot 1 dot 2. So 4 and 4. But here, if I print this, Odin, Python. So for this one, yes, I have 4 and minus 26. So okay. Here I have 4 and 4. So which one position? Oh, okay. Minus. My bad. My bad. Let's do this diff 1. That's very terrible, but who cares? Diff 2. Okay, and this is diff 1, diff 2. Oops. Diff 2. This is diff 1, diff 2. There is only 2, that's perfect. How about I now run it, stop the printing, that's me too. I do the real example now, inputs, which, and I get the exact same answer. Yes, okay, so, well, it was not an overflow issue, which sucks, because that was the only thing I had left as a possible error. So it's something else, not an overflow error. C Python Python has built-in okay. All right. Well, I think I've streamed too long, and I'm running out of ideas, and I need to eat and sleep. So I'm gonna stop now. At least I know it's not this. So maybe future me will find it. Yep. Alright. Alright. Anyhow, see you tomorrow, I guess. See you tomorrow. Oh man. Oh la la la. Not being able to solve even part 1 sucks. And the worst part is this part 1 seems quite easy. I think it's just like a very small trick. Maybe my dot product isn't so good after all. Anyway, I will stop. See you. Good night.